For pick a card. So if you want to just hang out in the healing energies with me, that's perfect. I always hold the intention for the highest light and good for everyone who comes on, and anyone who's just scrolling by or just sees the image. My hair is up my head. Just sees my image will get a blast of love. That's always my intention. But if you are here, and especially if you're new here, the way that I work is I read for the person at the top of my screen. Now, my screen might look different to yours because I do everything on my phone. So if you have a laptop, it might seem that your name is up at the top, but it's not on mine, if you understand me. I read for that person. Feedback is lovely, but it's not essential. I read for that person until I'm finished with that person, and then it's the next person up. So that's the fairest way that I've found to work with it over the years, so that everyone gets an opportunity for a reading, whether they've just popped on or have been there from the start. Now, the one thing I will say as well is that if you're here with me, Spirit will speak to you. So whether you get a message with me one-on-one, or you get a message through another person, they will speak to you, they will give you a message. You just have to have your heart open. So some people get so fixated on getting me to, to get me to pick them for a reading, that they miss out on messages that are perfect for them. And spirit are beautiful intelligence, and if you're here, they will speak to you. Okay, so just one more thing, I write the names down because I forget them when I'm in flow. Literally 3 seconds I've forgotten the name. So that's the only reason I write the names down. So Mags, you're my first up. How are you, Mags? Right. Okay, so I wanted to shuffle and they said no, so choice. So there might be some things that you're thinking about right now, maybe some options you're perusing. It could be with people, it could be with things, it could be with work. Anything where you feel like you're having to assess things or think about things is important right now. And release. I love this card because there's so much about it that is just, it's such a healing image. So she's lying on the ground. So number one, she's supported by the earth and she's looking up into the vastness of the universe. And her hands are lightly rested on her solar plexus, kind of leading up to her heart. So anything that you're struggling with right now, Mags, anything where you feel like with that decision or those choices that it might feel difficult or whatever, surrender it fully. I had to go into deep surrender the other night because of something that it just wasn't working for me. And then it was like, Mars, surrender it. And I deeply surrendered it. And the minute I did, I left a huge exhale out. Sometimes we don't realize how tensely we're holding ourselves. And sometimes we don't realize how kind of disconnected we might be feeling. You know, when you feel like, you know, sometimes even if you've been on the spiritual path for a long time, you can still forget that you're a child of the divine. You can still forget that you don't have to do it all yourself. You know what I mean? You can still forget that all your needs are met. You know what I mean? That you're okay. And I think sometimes we need reminding of that. This is the card of like, it's been through the wars, it's defensiveness, it's having to explain or justify your position, and spirit are just wanting to coax that out of your hands. Just relax, stop explaining, stop justifying to yourself or to other people, and just go into a deep state of surrender. All right, Max, hope that made sense. Holly, hope you're all doing well. We have a little bit of sunshine here today, which I'm very grateful for. So it rained so much yesterday. Okay, loss and healer guides. Okay, so again, this is the energy, Holly, of grief. And grief can come in so many forms. You know, grief can come from the passing of a loved one. Grief can come from, you're welcome, Max. Grief can come from the ending of a friendship, which I think is very underrated in our society. It's like people will give you so much attention and sympathy for a romantic relationship, but a friendship, which at times can be much deeper and much more intimate than even a romantic relationship. There's very little kind of comfort for that. So loss can come in many forms, you know what I mean? It's losing people, it's a loss of yourself, something that you wanted for yourself, something that you've had to let go of. That's very painful. It can be letting go of a dream that you held because it's, you're in a different space in your life or whatever. But whatever it is, know again, like I said to Max, know that there is an immense amount of love for you in the spirit world. There are so many helpers, angels, guides, loved ones in spirit that will draw close to you and give you the healing that you need. All you have to do is ask and then sit quietly and let them work on you. Boredom. So there might be something coming up for you around the energy of what's the point? It's like sometimes when we've been very sad or we've held a heavy energy for a long time, we can get very like meh. What's the point? Why am I even doing this? That kind of energy. And underneath that is usually fear, and underneath that is usually sadness. So sitting with any energy within you that feels like no one gives a shit about me, no one cares about me, I'm always the last one standing or whatever. Give yourself as much love as you can. Give yourself as much care and kindness as you can. If nobody is giving it to you, it's doubly important that you give it to yourself. And let yourself feel your feelings. Let yourself feel your loss. It doesn't matter what form it takes. If it's feeling heavy and sad for you, then you need to sit with that heaviness and sadness and not trying to be pushing through it because other people aren't comfortable with it. Okay, my love, sending you big hugs. Patty Shoon. Okay, Patty. So we have chaos. Okay, so this is the card of like, everything is going to shit around you. There's so much going on around you, but you're staying calm and centered on your heart in the middle of it. There's so much going on in the world right now. You're welcome, Holly. There's so much going on in the world right now that because we're all energy based, we can choose to tap into any frequency we want to. We can make anything real. And that's the power we hold, and that's the power we forget we hold. So if you want to be on the frequency of chaos, all you have to do is watch the news. Your algorithm on your phone will start to match what you're looking at, what you're responding to, and you can tap in and ride that frequency with all the other people that are on that frequency with you. And it will get really, really strong for you, and it will feel real to you. But just know that there are also other people that are staying in their heart. They're staying in love, and they're finding delight in life and trusting that even though we can't understand it, an infinite plan is playing out. There's a saying in A Course in Miracles that I love. You don't know what anything is for. And it always gives me comfort when I spiral. It's like, okay, in the grand scheme of things, I don't know what this is for. And when I look back at my own life and things that happened that I would have thought were really awful things at the time, an immense amount of good came from them in hindsight. So staying in your heart when chaos is all around means focusing more on love, joy, beauty, people that care about you, doing what you can where you are. Reach out to a neighbor, send a loving text to a friend, buy somebody a bunch of flowers. You know what I mean? You can change the energy right where you are. And control. Again, you're getting a very strong message there. So don't let what's happening outside control your energy. Okay, you stay in your heart. You stay in this loving space. You keep bringing your attention back to what you want. you keep bringing your attention back to what's important to you. And you will see that play out so fast. Like, I'm seeing things turn around so quickly, I'm actually getting freaked out. Like, for ages, I've been like giving out about LED lights at night, that they're too bright and something has to be done about this. Something has to be done about this, right? To the point where my husband started saying it as well, and my daughter started saying it as well. And then my husband the other day said that there was on BBC News, there was this thing, it's English news, this thing that they're actually sitting down with government about those LED lights, that they're dangerous, and the lumen in the lights are unhealthy for human vision. My eyes even getting sore thinking about it. Unhealthy for human vision. And I was like, wow. And I'm finding that things I'm talking about are coming around. So you're so much more powerful than you realize. Nothing can control you. You know what I mean? It's a very important message. Alnova, how can we protect ourselves better? Somehow I'm trying to connect with my body properly. I am praying and asking for my loving spirit guides to help. It hasn't been proper energies here. Okay, so I'll read that again. How can we protect ourselves better? Somehow I'm trying to connect with my body properly. What do you mean somehow you're trying to connect with your body properly? You connect into your body with your senses, right? Anything sensory will put you into your body. Don't make it complicated. Take off your feet, or take off your feet. Take off your shoes and socks. Walk around. Now I know you're in Canada and it might be cold, but like, walk around your barefoot feet, even if it's inside where it's warm. Connect down into your feet. Feel the sensations of your feet as you're walking around. I wear barefoot shoes as well, which really connect me kind of to the ground as I'm walking. And connect down into your body. When you're eating, be very conscious of the food going into your body. When you drink, be conscious of the drink going into your body. Massage your body. Massage your head. Massage your arms. Give yourself a hug. You know what I mean? These are all things that put you into your body. You land. If you're talking on a deeper level with meditation, it's the same thing. You focus in on your body. You focus in on your breath. You bring yourself back to the sensations in your body. Well, if you're doing those things, then you're in your body, my love. And anything that's saying you're not is the mind chattering. So what you need to look at is your mind chatter. And even saying protect yourselves is not the right way to go at it either. This thing of putting a big wall around you or whatever. In very rare cases, if you're like feeling, ooh, this energy's ick, if you're in a place, then you could kind of whap up a spirit wall. But what I focus on more is putting energy out. Okay, so you focus on your heart and you focus on, you think about things that make you feel loved, loving. Think about a deity that makes you feel safe and secure, like, Jesus, Buddha, whatever it is for you. And you feel the love of that, and then you imagine that love pulsing out. So you imagine the light going out from you. So it's all around you and it's out. Not that you're blocking it, you're pushing your own light out. And anything that meets that light will be dissolved. You won't have to do anything about it. Intention is so important. You practice this every day. It goes out, that's it, it's done, But the most important thing is, again, to pull your focus away from even saying things aren't good here, the energy isn't good here. You're on that frequency of where the energy isn't good. I think you're from Canada. I know a lot of Canadians that their energy is really high right now. I even feel nauseous connecting to your energy and fearful connecting to your energy. So you need to work on what you're focusing on, what you're reading, what you're absorbing. And you need to make a decision for yourself. Do I want to be on this frequency where everything feels shitty and off? Or do I want to connect in with all the people that are really vibing high and thinking great and, believing the best? Believing that this is all good and it's only going to get better. you connect in with those people, that reality will start to form around you. You will start to see that reality around you. It can't be any other way. That's how our universe works. And it takes practice. And fear is very powerful, but you have to keep saying, you know, I'm a spirit having a human experience. Fear is just another one of the things. I don't have to give it so much power. Okay? Indigo roses. Okay. Surrender. I don't know how quickly you came on, but I was talking about this at the beginning. So this is a big message for us today. Surrendering the energy, like with surrendering the energy of fear. Mags had her decision to make at the beginning. Yeah, you're connecting up, Dio. You're connecting up to other people in that shitty frequency. Tap out of it. So, surrender is all about you do your part. Okay, so I had to explain prayer to somebody the other day that they were saying, I've been pleading and pleading, and I'm crying and I'm pleading, and I'm like, you don't pray with pleading. You pray thanking. And she said to me, no, because that's like wishful thinking. Or, you know, I'm afraid then I get my hopes up and it won't happen. And I just laughed. But I actually did the prayer with her. I did a prayer with her, and then she came back to me the following day, and the situation moved. And she said, because of our prayers, which is great. So I hope it locks in with her. But you pray like, as in, thank you that this has happened. Thank you that, you know, everything is exactly how I want it to be. And if not, I know something even better is coming. And then you surrender, you let your belly loose. And it's like, okay. And then every time you think about it and the negative thoughts want to come in and you want to feel sorry for yourself, you go, no, I surrendered that over. I said to someone recently, imagine you have a sugar daddy in the sky, sugar mama in the sky, and she laughed, but it really clicked for her. You know, you can say divine father, divine mother, whatever. I say divine beloved, whatever kind of makes you feel you're loved, you're cared for, you know, connecting in that way. And feelings, and putting your hand in your heart, which is what I just did there. Connect in, okay, connect in. Your feelings are valid. The love that you have in your heart is magnetic. So wherever you're feeling lost or you're feeling like things aren't working, go back in and just let that energy go. You know what I mean? And know that you're cared for, sweetheart. Jules. Hello, Jules. Sorry, Jules. Stuck on there. Can you share a good prayer? Any prayer that starts with thanksgiving and just believing. Like, I actually love Jesus's prayer in the Bible when he said, when he was at Lazarus's tomb. Now, whether you believe the Bible is an actual thing or it's a metaphysical thing, it doesn't matter. The message is really powerful. So he's at Lazarus's tomb, one of his dearest friends, and all these people are around, and Lazarus has been in the tomb for 3 days. And Jesus says, Father, I know that you hear me, but for the benefit of the people around, blah, blah, blah. So, Father, I know that you hear me. He knew straight away his prayer was heard. Okay, that was just the surrender immediately. I know that you hear me. Now, here in Aramaic is like, it's heard and done. You know what I mean? So, Father, I know that you hear me was Jesus' way of saying, Father, I know it's done. That's the faith he had. You know what I mean? That's the faith we aspire to. Father, I know that you hear me. Father, I know that it's done. You can say that. And you can say, Father, I know that it's done in divine timing, under grace, in perfect ways. Bless me with the faith to believe. Okay? And any time that you struggle, you say, Father, I know that you hear me. Or Mother, I know that you hear me. I know it's done. Bless me with the faith to believe. Okay? And another Bible story, Jairus' daughter. He's at the door. Everyone's telling him his daughter is dead. He turns to Jesus and he said, Rabbi, I believe, help my unbelief. You can say that. Jesus, Buddha, whoever you connect with, I believe, help my unbelief. So what he was saying is, I believe in you, I believe in your power, but this is really big, help my unbelief. You know what I mean? I believe in you, I believe in Jesus in that time, I believe you're a healer, I believe in all that you can do, but this is death and this is my unbelief. Help my unbelief. Okay, those are very simple prayers, but they're powerful prayers. Okay? Sorry, Jules. So, Jules, we have a tall tale. So, this is the Pinocchio card. So, when I look at this card, you know, it's not about other people are lying around you. It's more like you're kind of lying to yourself, or you have a tall tale for yourself. So, there's something you're telling yourself, or something you've been telling yourself that isn't the truth. It's not the truth about who you are, and it's acting as a limitation for you. So, getting to the root of the lies we tell ourselves about ourselves can be tricky, but again, you can ask for guidance. You know, you can ask, make me aware of where I'm lying to myself, make me aware of where I limit myself. And those things can be so sneaky, you know what I mean, that they sound like your natural voice, but it's not you at all, you know. Great big love. I think this is the big energy that we're being focused on today, to focus on love, to focus on being the love, great big love. You know, that love has become such a cliched thing, such a romantic thing, but love is the most powerful force, absolute most powerful force in the universe. How many people have been healed just by love alone? How many mothers have healed their babies, their kids, when no one else was around, just through the sheer force and determination of their love? How many prisoners, murderers turned their life around because of the love and forgiveness of their victims? How many, you know, you think of the concentration camps, you know, Viktor Frankl, Corrie ten Boom, the love that they had, the love that they shared, transformed those situations. Love is incredibly powerful, okay? An ocean, sweet success. So whatever it is that you're focusing on right now, whatever it is that you want to bring into your life right now, Jules, come from your heart, have no doubt in yourself, and success will be wonderful for you. American politics have me twisted on any balance. Tune out of them. Tune out of the politics. I don't look at it. My husband is interested. That's fine. He can be interested. I am not interested, because unfortunately or fortunately, it is what it is now. Unless you're going to go out and you're going to protest, or you're going to do whatever, which again, I think is, you know, the horse is bolted, so to speak. So what you have to do now, like what I was talking about earlier, we don't know what anything is for. You know, we don't know what is happening in America is for right now. A few years down the road, we'll see it. A few years down the road, we'll understand the good that can come out of this. Right now, when you're in it, especially if you're an American, it's like, what the fuck is this shit show? But if you trust that there's a bigger plan, a more divine plan at play in even the most bizarre of things, that's where your focus will go. Good will come of this. Good is coming of this. Now, you don't have to tune into the politics if you don't want to. You can tune out. You can look at art. You can play beautiful music. You can connect with your friends. You can do something in your community that's positive and powerful and uplifting. And then you add yourself into that beautiful stream of love and potential where people are focusing on that. What can we do that can make America beautiful and thriving and a wonderful place to be? There are so many of you there. Changing your energy, changing your focus, changing how you speak, changing how you act will shift your life, and it will ripple out to everybody else. But as long as you're listening to the doom and gloom and oh no and all the fear, you'll latch onto that. You'll be swept up in that frequency. That's all you'll see. That's all you'll believe. But if you give yourself a chance and you veer off into the good, into the love, into the beautiful things, into beautiful creations, into loving your neighbors, you'll see so much powerful change. Amy Shell. What does Spirit want me to know at this time with our new home? Okay. Okay, nothing is random when I'm on here, so my right eye being itchy. Is there something you're seeing in your home that you don't like? Is there something you're seeing in your home that's annoying you? Change the energy of that. Eight of Cups. Okay. So have you made a clean break from where you've come from? The Eight of Cups is an emotional surrender. Again, surrender. It's an emotional energy of okay, it's time to go. It's time to move into a new chapter. It was hard to let go, but let go fully. So if you're clinging to the old or even something that you wanted other than your new home, you're actually bringing that energy into your new home. So if you can imagine your home is its own entity, okay? Homes are their own, energy. They're their own entity. And if you talk to your home with love and you treat it with love and you're grateful for it and you sit and you send the energy out. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for giving me different rooms. Thank you for the floor underneath me, the roof above me. Thank you that I can put all the things that I love into you. Thank you for keeping us safe and secure. I love you so much. And you pour that energy in. I do that with my home. I do that with my cars, my husband's car, my car. In case you think I have a fleet of cars outside the door. It's very important. Knight of Pentacles is about hard work. It's like putting in a bit of graft. So you might have to change things around so that it feels more like you. But the most important thing is to put love into your home. Change what is annoying you to see. And Queen of Wands. So this is your energy. The Queen of Wands energy is powerful, magnetic, passionate, creative, alive. So pour that energy into your home. It doesn't have to cost a lot. It can be just like, nice cushions, some nice decorations, some art that you like. If you have kids, put their stuff up, whatever. But make it feel that, like when you come in the door, even if it's a candle that you like to burn, anybody who comes into my home will always say it smells like oils, because I'm an aromatherapist and I love oils. I use it to clean my floors, to scent the air. So even all my nieces and nephews, when they'd come over the years, they'd come in the door and they'd be like, Marlene's house. You make the home with the love that you pour into it, if that makes sense. I am Reiki. Do you want to give me your name? Doesn't matter if you don't. I'll just call you I am. Jean. Okay, very positive card there, Jean. This is the victory card. This is like, you have reached or will reach something important, a milestone, an achievement. And this is the card of like, enjoy it, enjoy it, savor it, but then keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Don't sit in your laurels. It's kind of like, people are like, don't smoke up your arse a bit. But sometimes that can make you complacent. You're not meant to be complacent. You're meant to enjoy it and then move on to the next stage, okay? And don't be giving up on your dreams either, okay? This is the energy of possibly shifting a career, changing what you do. Don't be stuck in a rut, okay? Don't kind of rest on past successes. There's way more to you than you think. So much more to you, Jean, than you think is possible for you. Okay, and you need to acknowledge that, and acknowledge that, you know, the dreams that you did have for yourself, they're still there. You just need to kind of get out of your own way. And Page of Pentacles, this is all the energy of work, putting in a bit of work and getting the rewards. So look at where you might have stalled a bit, or where you know, you might have got a bit complacent, and do something to kind of recharge your passions again, so to speak. Emma Linden, can I have guidance, please, if I will stay in Belgium or will I move back? Now, if you're asking me that, okay, there's a very good chance that you know the answer to that, okay? Now, depending on which one you actually want, okay, will Emma, is it Emma? Emma, will Emma stay in Belgium? So this is a yes. See there? This is a yes card. And it's hope, inspiration, creativity, calm, contentment, renewal, serenity, spirituality, healing, positivity, faith, renewal, healing, rejuvenation. So the star, and I turned it to the back, and it was yes for Queen of Wands as well. So again, the Queen of Wands energy, being in your passion, you know, doing what lights you up in relation to staying in Belgium. If you go by the cards, then that's the energy where you are thriving, okay? Or if you're only new there, you know, it might take a while, but it is the energy of, for right now, where very positive healing, rejuvenation, and, you know, inspiration, creativity is available to you. So if you had asked that question about wanting to move back home, I would take that as you still have something to learn and grow from in Belgium. All right. Becky Wall. Okay. Becky Wall, Three of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups is about celebration. It's about being with friends, people who support you. So you may be going through, my birthday was last week, but thank you, Jules. You may be going through, a situation right now where people that you thought you could trust, you know, are they're either like they're talking about you, or they're being negative about you. They could possibly be a little bit jealous of you. There seems to be a block there, or a bit of distance, and that's hard, you know, losing friendships, or friendships changing, or being let down by friends or people that you work with is hard. But know as well that there's a lot of learning in it. Anytime you go through a situation with people that have shown their true colors, so to speak, or, you know, let you down in some way, there's a massive amount of learning for yourself. Because anytime that you have that happen to you in your life, 9 times out of 10 you've let your boundaries down. 9 times out of 10 you've ignored red flags. And it teaches you something about yourself, about how little you value yourself, how little you're willing to make other people uncomfortable to say yes to yourself. Do you understand what I mean? It's like learning from that is very, very important. It took me a long time to kind of learn that. For me, because I didn't have a lot of friends when I was young, I accepted an awful lot of mistreatment from people, jealousy, envy even from people, and I would still stay friends with them because you know, I was love bombed. Do you know what I mean? And it was like, oh my God. And I would take all that energy in, and it took me a long time to kind of go, Mar, what the hell is going on here? And when I got to the root of it, then I would listen. When they say when people show you who they are, believe it, believe them. And I started to put boundaries up. And even not so long ago, somebody really bounced off the boundary in a way I didn't expect. And they've taken themselves out of my life, which is very fucking hard. But I still have to honor myself. You know what I mean? And we have justice in reverse. So you may be feeling, again, something that's happening in your life. It's not fair. It's not fair the way it's happening. And, things aren't working out for you the way you want to. But they will only start to turn around when you look at, where am I in this? Where did I invite this? Where did I say yes to this? When you take accountability for yourself and just look at, all right, this is a lesson for me. And if I don't learn it, it's going to keep showing up in a different pair of shoes. And you sit down and you figure out what it is, you'll get to the bottom of it. 10 of Swords. That's like being, again, down on the ground. You're stabbed in the back. But the only way is up from down. Do you get me? And it's hard because it's so much more comfortable to blame other people and to feel sorry for ourselves and to lick our wounds. But we have to take accountability and learn the lesson, if you understand me. I think I've read for Patty, I did. Becky Wall. Elsa Hag, what is the energy around my home? Will it sell now? You're gas with your questions. Jesus wept. I not like Mystic Meg at all. Right, what is the energy around your home? As in, will it sell? All right, what is the energy around Elsa's home? What is the energy around Elsa's home? All right, it's a maybe. Calmer waters, healing, progress, moving on, moving forward. Okay, so that's a maybe around the energy of your home. So you need to change the energy of your home. You need to start seeing it as sold. All right, you need to see the sold sign outside. You need to pump the house with your loving energy. You need to think about the house, go through every room and go, I love you so much. I'm so happy that another family are going to enjoy you as much as I did. Thank you for all the blessings you brought me. I really, really love you. You're going to have to pump your house with love. And if she pumps her house with love, will the house sell? I feel like a fortune teller. Right. Another maybe. Okay, so you need to get, and it's the same card. So you need to really, I don't think you believe your house can sell, because those maybe cards wouldn't come up. Okay. Okay. So another maybe. All right. There's something going on there, right? Conscience kicking in. There's something there. Is everything on the straight and narrow about selling your house? Okay. Have you been honest about everything in the house? Have you been honest in pitching it? Have you been honest in the condition of the house, if you know what I mean? So if the house has, say, a leaky roof, or if the house has trouble with the plumbing or whatever, have you been honest? I think that's the thing coming out there. If you're honest about the house, and maybe fix what needs to be fixed before you sell it, the energy will be cleaner around it. And then it's a yes. So you got 3 maybes, and then when I talked about clearing up what's broken or what needs tweaking in there, you got a yes. Okay? So pay attention to that. Alma, hey Martin, message would be most welcome. Right, I'll do one more after Alma and then I'm done. You're so funny. Does that make sense, Elsa? All right. right, move. Interesting. So a few people talking about moving houses, but are you thinking about moving house, Alma? Are you thinking about relocating? If that's the case, then this is like a positive card for you, but it could be moving in a different direction. It might literally mean move your body, but I feel like it's a move, like a physical move. Okay. Yes, just from nowhere. You moved. Wow. I love it. Mind. So this is like, look, your little house around you and it's raining, but you're happy. You're content. Your mind is at ease. Nice cup of tea. So it's positive. It's a positive move, whatever it is that not yet want to. Okay. So it's a positive thing. If something comes up where you see something that resonates with you, then go and do it. It will bring an enormous amount of contentment into your life. My absolute yes list, focus. So if this is something you want, you need to get your energy right around it. Expect good things, and then start getting the energy flowing towards what it is you want, Alma. But this is a very positive move for you. Claudia's my last one. Can I have a message about a new romantic person I've met, please? Is he right for me? Girls, come on now. You're on here long enough with me now to know the answers to those things. Does he feel right for you, Claudia? When you're with him, does he feel like somebody that you relax with? That's the biggest thing for me, right? If you're with somebody, whether it's a friend or a romantic partner, do you feel like yourself? Right, you'll have nerves. You'll have nerves no matter what. That's okay. But do you unclench? If you're with somebody that's not right for you, then some part of you is going to be in tension. Some part of you is going to be in fight or flight. Okay? Some part of you is going to be twisting up inside. I just had a few difficult experiences before him. Trust is an issue. So then it's not really about him. That's where you need to clean up the trust. So you could have the most amazing person come into your life. And if you're coming from a place of lack of trust, you will see everything he does through the filter of lack of trust. And then you'll create the problem. Do you understand what I mean? Now, if initially when you met this guy, like always trust your split second reaction in your body. So if you meet someone and it be almost an imperceptible and it's gone in a flash, trust that. I don't care if he looks like your dream come true in human form. If your body does this, your body is telling you, your intuition is telling you, not for us. Down the line, you're going to pay the piper for indulging this guy, okay? On the other side, you open up, you don't know why, but you just feel inexplicably open and excited about this person. Yes, follow that all the way. Now, for you, because you have trust issues, you would have to click into that really fast because your mind will come in and go, oh, but remember, fuck right off. That's what you need to tell that voice. Go away, Karen, whatever you want to call it. No, thanks a million now for trying to keep me safe, but go on away and play on the swings for a while. You need to take charge. Okay, you need to take charge. And you need to start saying to yourself, okay, how does this person make me feel? If it's good, I'm open and safe with them, then you need to work on your own trust issues. You need to work on when that voice starts to come in, say you text him. He doesn't text you for the day. Now your keep me safe voice is going to come in and go, here you are now, girl. He doesn't care about you, couldn't give a shit. He's after seeing your message now and he's not even answering. And before you know it, you're gone off on a big story. Then you meet him and you're cool with him and then you feel insecure and it's a whole mess. Whereas if you're coming from a place of you feel open and safe with him and he doesn't answer your message, then you can check in and go, when have I done that? When have I looked at a message and said, I'll get back to that, but I'm busy with something else and I don't remember until much later? Whereas it happened with other loved ones where they say, I'm so sorry, I saw your message, but I forgot to answer it. Like, I have friends that I know, even if they see the message, I know I won't hear from them from nearly the following day. And there's no anger, there's no animosity in me because I know that's who they are. Okay? I love telling Karen to F off, but he's not asking me out. We're sort of friends, but it feels like it's romance building. That's even better. That's even better, Clodagh. Let yourself get to know him. Let yourself feel relaxed around him. That's actually perfect. And then if you feel like, yeah, this is really good, ask him out. Ask him out. Ask him out on a date. Why do you have to wait for him to ask you out? You know, say this is a movie I really want to see. Do you want to come with me? Do you want to go for dinner? Stillness, yeah. This is your message. You need to get really clear inside yourself. And wisdom. You need to get really clear inside yourself about who you are and what your worthiness is. If somebody has treated you bad, and you feel very let down by that, then, you know, that's your healing to do. Because you'll keep projecting it onto every single person that comes into your life, whether romantic or not. You'll project those trust issues onto someone else, all right? Okay, does he feel the same? Right, does he feel the same as Clodagh? Okay, we have a maybe. Now, sometimes the maybes are coming from you, okay? Sometimes the maybes are coming from you. When your energy isn't right and when you're kind of in doubt, that's what's going to show up. It's like it's like the movie The Matrix, where Neo goes to the Oracle and the Oracle is like, maybe next time, because Neo doesn't believe he's the one. And then at the end, he believes he's the one and everything happens. It's all coming from your belief, right? If you believe, Clodagh, that why wouldn't he be crazy about me? I'm amazing. You know, why wouldn't he be interested in me? I'm fantastic. And list off all the things that are fantastic about you and pretend. Carry yourself like you're, I don't know, can Beyonce or something. Carry yourself like that. You know, chat to him like, of course he's interested in me. I'm fantastic. At the very least, you'll have a great friend. But get rid of the doubt and say, okay, everything that happened with this other person or other people, I've learned from. The important thing is that you've learned. So if you see the same red flags coming up that came up from those other people, if you don't listen to it, then it's on you, Clodagh. If they do something, you know, and you're like, okay, yeah, that happened before, and keep my eye on that. And then you move. You have to listen to yourself, otherwise it's going to keep repeating. You're welcome, Dragon Light. I'm older than him. And why is that a problem? Don't make problems for yourself, okay? Don't make problems for yourself. You are an irresistible goddess. Anyone would be happy to know you. You have all this wisdom and knowledge by being older. Super hot, super sexy. He'd be lucky to have you. That's how I want you moving out, Clodagh. He'd be lucky to have me. I have loads of offers. People love me. I'm a magnet for sexy people, right? Love you lots. Thanks so much for clicking in with me. Have a lovely day, okay?